Imagine a world where every choice were a coin toss between comfort and conscience. Every day we stand at crossroads, one path paved smooth, inviting effortless, the other rocky and uphill, demanding courage, patience, and sacrifice. Yet, it is on this rough path that we discover who we truly are. Choosing good over easy is not a momentary act. It is the quiet voice in the night that says, "Do what is right, even if it costs you comfort." It is the strength to resist a fleeting pleasure in favor of lasting purpose. Every shortcut we take may spare effort, but it leaves behind a void, a subtle erosion of our integrity. The easy path is seductive. It whispers of immediate satisfaction, but it is the good path that builds character, fortifies our souls, and shapes our destiny. Consider the simplest acts of choosing good. Telling the truth when lying is easier, helping when indifference would suffice, standing firm when compromise beckons. These are not grand gestures. They are the daily victories that define a life of courage and honor. The power of choosing good over easy lies in its invisible rewards, the respect of one's own conscience, the trust of others, and the profound satisfaction of knowing you did not betray your higher self. Each choice is a stone laid in the foundation of a life that matters. Friends, the world will not always applaud your integrity. Temptation will linger at every turn, and the easy road will beckon with a sweet voice. But remember this: the path of good may be hard, but it leads to heights of character and vision the easy road could never reach. Let us embrace the discipline of doing what is right, even when it is hard. Let us savor the power and freedom that come from choosing good over easy. For in those choices, we do not merely survive, we flourish, we inspire, and we become the architects of a life that truly matters. Every day, life offers choices that test the strength of our character. Some are small, almost invisible, like deciding whether to return lost money or ignore it. Others are large, shaping the trajectory of our future, like standing up against unfair treatment or taking the easy way to succeed. In each case, the easy option tempts us with comfort, quick results, or relief from effort, while the morally right option asks for courage, patience, and sometimes sacrifice. Choosing good over easy is not about perfection. It is about consistency. It is the repeated decision to act in alignment with our values, even when no one is watching. Society may reward shortcuts, and peers may admire clever avoidance of responsibility, but these external validations are fleeting. True respect, self-respect, and the admiration of others grows from integrity. Human beings are inherently social creatures, wired to notice behavior and trustworthiness. When we take the convenient path too often, we weaken not only our own moral foundation, but also the trust others place in us. People remember those who act rightly, even when it is hard. The choice to do good may cost comfort or immediate gain, but it builds credibility and influence that no shortcut can match. Convenience tempts with speed, ease, and relief, but it often comes at the cost of inner conflict. A lie, a skipped responsibility, a selfish choice may bring temporary peace, but it erodes the subtle sense of who we are. Moral integrity is like a muscle. Each time we choose what is right over what is easy, we strengthen it. Each time we surrender to convenience, it weakens. Choosing good over easy is not just about avoiding wrong, it is about actively embracing what uplifts, supports, and respects others. Every decision matters because it ripples through our relationships, communities, and society. A single act of honesty or kindness, done when it would be easier to ignore, creates trust, inspiration, and a pattern for others to follow. Life is filled with crossroads where convenience whispers sweetly and righteousness demands courage. Recognizing the difference requires mindfulness and reflection, an understanding of values, and a willingness to endure discomfort for the sake of higher principles. By prioritizing integrity over ease, we do not just navigate life, we shape the kind of person we become and the world we influence. Choosing the easy path often brings immediate comfort, quick results, and a sense of relief. It feels rewarding in the moment because it saves effort, spares discomfort, and avoids confrontation. People are naturally drawn to these choices because our minds are wired to seek pleasure and avoid pain. However, what feels good today can become regret tomorrow if it compromises what truly matters. Long-term fulfillment comes from decisions that align with our deeper values and vision for life. It is not always the fastest or most convenient option, but it builds a foundation of purpose and satisfaction that shortcuts can never provide. Every choice we make has the power to either strengthen or weaken that foundation, and understanding this is the key to living meaningfully. Human beings are social and emotional creatures. We thrive not just on physical comfort, but on trust, respect, and love from others. These cannot be earned through convenience alone. By choosing what is right and valuable over what is easy, we cultivate relationships that are genuine, meaningful, and enduring. People remember integrity, reliability, and courage long after the fleeting rewards of convenience have disappeared. The pursuit of long-term fulfillment requires patience and resilience. There will be moments when the easy option is tempting, moments when shortcuts promise success or relief. Yet the choices that demand effort, working diligently, speaking truth, making sacrifices, holding ourselves accountable, create a sense of pride and accomplishment that cannot be bought or faked. Choosing good over easy also develops a sense of personal mastery. It teaches us self-discipline, strengthens our character, and expands our capacity to handle challenges. The satisfaction that comes from overcoming difficulties, standing firm in our convictions, and pursuing meaningful goals is lasting. It resonates deeply within, providing a joy and peace that transient pleasures cannot match. Fulfillment grows gradually, like a tree that takes time to root, grow, and bear fruit. Every small decision in favor of what is right over what is simple nourishes that tree. Every act of courage, honesty, and dedication adds strength to our foundation, ensuring that, when storms come, we remain grounded and our lives bear fruit for ourselves and for others. Temptation is a constant companion in life. It comes in many forms: an easy shortcut at work, a dishonest advantage, a choice that feels comfortable but compromises values. Every human faces these moments because convenience is naturally appealing and resistance requires effort. Temptation tests not just our decisions, but the strength of our character and the depth of our principles. Resistance is not a single act, it is a habit that is built over time. Every time we pause to consider what is right rather than what is easy, we exercise our moral muscles. With each act of resistance, we grow stronger, more disciplined, and more aware of our own potential. The mind and heart are trained to recognize the value of perseverance, and eventually, resisting temptation becomes a source of pride and identity. People are influenced by what they see and what they experience in their communities. Choosing to resist temptations, even small ones, sets an example. It communicates silently that some things matter more than fleeting pleasure or immediate gain. Our choices ripple outward, shaping social norms, inspiring others to act with integrity, and creating environments where right actions are celebrated over shortcuts. Human beings are drawn to stories of triumph over difficulty. Resistance to temptation is the narrative of growth, courage, and self-mastery. It requires awareness, reflection, and the willingness to endure discomfort. Each decision to resist is a small victory over weakness, laziness, or fear. These victories accumulate and transform ordinary lives into lives of meaning, respect, and influence. Temptation often disguises itself as opportunity, comfort, or reward. The moment may feel urgent and the path may seem harmless. Yet, Choosing easy over right slowly erodes confidence, self-respect, and the ability to make disciplined decisions in the future. Resistance is the invisible shield that protects not just morality, but mental strength and long-term happiness. Resisting temptation is not about perfection, it is about conscious, repeated effort. Each act of saying no to what is easy and yes to what is right strengthens resilience, sharpens judgment, and reinforces identity. Over time, this practice builds an inner fortitude that allows humans to navigate life's challenges with clarity, courage, and a deep sense of purpose. Every choice we make carries a weight far beyond what we can immediately see. One act of honesty, one decision to help, one refusal to take the easy shortcut does more than shape our own lives. It influences the people around us. Human beings are deeply social creatures. Our actions send signals, create expectations, and inspire behavior in others. Small choices accumulate into patterns. When we consistently choose good over easy, we become a living example for those who observe us. Children, peers, colleagues, and friends notice integrity, courage, and fairness. They may not speak about it, but these acts ripple through relationships, shaping values and setting standards for behavior. Conversely, taking the easy path can also ripple outward. Cutting corners, avoiding responsibility, or acting selfishly may seem harmless in the moment, but it subtly teaches others that compromise, laziness, or dishonesty are acceptable. Our social environment responds to the choices we make, often adopting behaviors by imitation or expectation, making the stakes of each decision higher than we might imagine. The ripple effect is strongest when decisions involve visible courage or moral conviction. Standing up for what is right, even in the face of criticism or inconvenience, sends a powerful message. People begin to see that integrity is possible, that doing good is rewarding, and that the hard path carries lasting value. This influence can inspire a culture of accountability, kindness, and ethical action. Human sociology shows that communities thrive when individuals act in alignment with shared values. Every decision to prioritize good over easy strengthens trust, builds social cohesion, and fosters environments where fairness and respect are normalized. The impact is not just immediate. It grows over time as others adopt similar behaviors and the collective standard rises. Recognizing the ripple effect changes how we see our daily choices. Nothing is too small to matter. A kind word, a fair decision, a refusal to cheat, a decision to work diligently, each sends ripples outward. Our lives intersect with countless others, and the impact of integrity resonates in ways that are often invisible but profoundly meaningful, shaping societies, relationships, and generations. True freedom is not the ability to do whatever we want in the moment. It is the strength to choose what aligns with our values over what feels easy or convenient. Human beings often confuse freedom with indulgence, but real freedom grows from self-mastery. Each time we resist a tempting shortcut or act according to principle, we expand our control over our own lives and decisions. Self-mastery begins with awareness. Recognizing our impulses, desires, and weaknesses allows us to pause and make conscious choices. The easy path often appeals because it promises instant gratification, but it comes at the cost of our long-term growth and moral authority. Choosing good over easy trains the mind to delay pleasure in favor of what is meaningful and lasting. Habits of self-discipline strengthen character. When we consistently make choices that reflect integrity, honesty, and responsibility, we build an inner structure that guides behavior automatically. Over time, this internal guidance system creates a sense of freedom that cannot be taken away, because it is rooted in our own deliberate practice, not external circumstances. Human sociology shows that people respect those who demonstrate self-control and moral courage. Leaders, mentors, and role models gain influence not through convenience, but through consistent adherence to values. The ability to act rightly, even when it is hard, inspires trust and admiration. Our freedom is amplified when others recognize that our choices are intentional and principled. Each act of choosing good over easy reinforces confidence in our own abilities. We begin to rely on inner judgment rather than fleeting emotions or external pressures. This confidence is liberating. It reduces fear, doubt, and susceptibility to manipulation. The person who masters small daily choices develops the strength to face larger challenges without compromise. Self-mastery and freedom are interconnected. Resisting temptation, practicing patience, and committing to integrity create a life where we are not enslaved by impulses, fear, or social pressure. Instead, we navigate life deliberately, choosing paths that reflect our highest principles. Every decision made with courage and conscience strengthens our independence, resilience, and capacity to influence the world around us. Choosing the easy path often seems harmless at first. A shortcut at work, avoiding responsibility, or choosing comfort over effort may bring temporary relief. It feels natural because humans are wired to seek immediate pleasure and avoid discomfort. Yet ease comes with hidden costs that accumulate quietly over time, affecting our character, relationships, and future opportunities. The cost of ease is most visible in the erosion of integrity. When we consistently choose what is convenient over what is right, our moral compass weakens. Habits of compromise gradually reshape our identity. Actions that once felt wrong may begin to feel acceptable. Over time, this subtle shift can make it difficult to recognize and uphold our own values, leaving a sense of emptiness and regret. Ease often sacrifices growth. Life's greatest lessons come from challenge, effort, and perseverance. Choosing what is simple instead of what is meaningful deprives us of experiences that build resilience, problem-solving skills, and courage. Without struggle, achievements feel hollow, confidence remains fragile, and the ability to handle future difficulties diminishes. Human sociology demonstrates that individuals who consistently favor ease over principle influence their communities negatively. People notice patterns of convenience and may adopt similar behaviors. The norms of honesty, responsibility, and fairness weaken, while shortcuts and compromises become socially acceptable. The cost of ease is not just personal, it ripples outward, shaping collective behavior and expectations. Relationships also bear the hidden cost of choosing easy. Trust, loyalty, and respect are earned through consistent, principled action. When we take shortcuts, neglect duties, or act selfishly for convenience, we undermine the bonds that connect us to family, friends, and colleagues. What feels like a minor choice can leave lasting damage to the social fabric that supports us. The cost of ease extends to long-term fulfillment and purpose. Comfort may provide temporary satisfaction, but it rarely leads to deep meaning. Lives built on avoidance of difficulty often lack vision, pride, and impact. By contrast, choosing good over easy, even when it is hard, yields rewards that money, convenience, and comfort cannot buy. Confidence, respect, influence, and a sense of true accomplishment